An underground explosion in downtown Honolulu sent 2 men to the hospital and cut off power to 1,100 customers. Now, it happened about 10 o'clock this morning on Fort Street Mall near Pauahi Street. The outage affected eateries and knocked out traffic signals at intersections from River to Richard Streets. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has the story.
It happened on the Fort Street side of the federal bankruptcy court. Emergency crews were on hand most of the day. Nearby businesses were startled by the explosion and fire.
We heard a loud explosion. When we come out, there was smoke coming out, and there were 2 employees, the Hawaii Electric employees down there. And one of the guys got burned, I think, on the face because his face was dark black.
The fire was controlled by use of fire extinguishers, and the 2 workers were treated by EMS and transported.
Both men in their 40s were burned. One appeared to be critical, but his condition later improved to serious.
It appeared he had flash burns over about 10% of his body, as well as some traumatic injuries suffered from the explosion. And that's subsequently why we transported him to trauma center.
The second man suffered minor burns to his hands. These office workers who were upstairs in a building across the way felt a jolt and then lost power.
And we felt a vibration. Then we just continued to work, and about 5 minutes later, the whole building went down. So we walked downstairs and we saw all this activity.
They say Hawaiian Electric crews were in the area all week.
They've been here for the past few days working on something, so we just assumed that it was related to this.
Hawaiian Electric used CO2 to douse any hot spots in order to repair the damage and restore power.
We do have backup cables that serve areas. We do have redundant cables that serve areas. However, what's happened is we've had to de-energize those cables so we can get down there and take a look and see what needs to be done.
Meanwhile, local eateries did their best to serve their lunch customers in the dark. Power was eventually restored at 3:15. Catherine Cruz, KITV4 Island Television News.
HECO says it's still investigating what led to the explosion.